Brother Kadash, giving all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles of greatness, no peace, blessings, honors to all the brothers and that's truth. Remember, Zechariah said he seen a flying row.
That go right over the top of us that, I hate to say this, looked like a long... We just had something go right over the top of us that, I hate to say this, looked like a long cylindrical object that almost looked like a cruise missile type of thing moving really fast that went right over the top of us. A mystery in the sky. An American Airlines pilot encountered an unidentified object while flying over New Mexico Sunday, and you were just listening to what he described to air traffic control. The flight was headed towards Phoenix. No military tests were happening at the time, and the plane was flying some 400 miles away from the nearest missile range. So the FAA is investigating.
The chariots is here. The chariots have always been here. Those are the eyes of the Lord that goes to and fro through the earth. Just pretty much keeping everything documented. Keeping tabs on everything, making things happen. They have always been here, man. Like he said, he's seen a cylindrical object. Let's go into that word to see what pops up. So hold up right there. As a matter of fact, as soon as I type in cylindrical object, this is what pops up. FBI aware of American Airlines cylindrical object sighting. I'm finna go into it real quick, but let me get what I wanted to get. So this is the shape of that type of object, which is like a battery, right? So you see how a battery is. It's like longer. It's like long, and you see. So let's go into here. Zechariah chapter 5, starting at verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked and beheld a flying roe. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. So just like the object that we just look up, a cylindrical object, it's longer. So you see 20 cubits is longer for the length than what the breadth is, which is kind of like how a battery look, kind of like how a remote look, a water bottle look, a missile look, in the chariots. So he was seeing a flying row. Obviously, during his time, there was no airplanes, there was no helicopters, no missiles, nothing like that. So what he was seeing is what we today would call a UFO. It was something that was flying that looked like a flying row or a flying scroll in the sky, and that he was saying, he jotted down the cubits and everything that he seen of it. In the verse 3, then said he unto me, this is the curse. So whatever it was the curse that goes forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth should be cut off on his side according to it, and everyone that sweareth should be cut off as on that side according to it. So whatever this was had power to do that, which we know is the chariots of Israel, the angels and the Lord. But hold that. So when you type in scroll, you get pretty much the exact same object. You get the cylindrical object, which is like a battery remote. An object that's longer on the length than what the breadth is, the width. So there you go. Which is basically what he's seen sitting up there in the sky, which is the chariots come in different sizes and different shapes, but this is one of the common shapes that they see. They either see like triangular shape or like a spear shape or a cylindrical shape or like a disc shape. That's what people have been reporting for years and years when seeing these chariots. Hold that, I'm gonna try to go back to that article. So let's go into it. So this is the FBI aware of American Airlines cylindrical object sighting. It says the FBI said it was aware that an American airline pilot reported a close encounter with a lone cylindrical object over New Mexico, but stopped short of saying whether it was probing the strange incident reporting according to the report. So it went right over him. He said it moved really fast and it went right over the top of him. As soon as this happened, he reported it. So it was something actually there that did that. It says now he said that it could be a missile, that it was in the shape of a missile, because those are also in those shapes too. It says a pilot, a flight. It goes into the flight from Cincinnati to Phoenix. He said almost looked like a cruise missile on Sunday, while the Airbus A320 was cruising at 406 miles per hour at an altitude of about 37,000. Um, the drive reported. That's pretty high too. Um, Here, let me get straight to the point. It's just pretty much saying that the FBI is, they working on it. They finna go into it to try to figure out what it was. Do you have any targets up here? We just had something go right over the top of us, he says. I hate to say it, but it looked like a long cylindrical object that almost looked like a cruise missile type of thing moving really fast right over the top of us, he added. And it was moving really fast. So this is pretty much just saying everything all over again. I guess it was on February 21. It says, but when pressed later, the airline provided a different response. Of course, because they gonna go and they gonna switch up the story here. So pretty much that's it. They gonna try to cover it up, pretty much. But me, I believe that it was an actual chariot, because if it was a missile, then or something like that in New Mexico over America, it would have been a big deal. It, because I mean they would have, first of all, they would have tried to take it down, and they would have been tracking it, and for it to get close to a plane. Now these planes, the skies and stuff be monitored with satellite, but if there's something there, they gonna know that it was there. They gonna see it on a radar. Yeah, the satellite radar. That's what I mean. With the radar, they gonna see that it was there. If it's just a missile, because a missile give out a lot of heat and stuff like that. Because that's how it flies through the air with the heat, the fire coming out the back. They know if it's a missile. Matter of fact, if it's a missile, you can see the streak that it leaves across the sky from the fiery tail. So that's what makes me think this was more like a chariot, that their radar wasn't even picking it up. That it was just there. The plane radar wasn't even picking it up. That he just seen it fly above them. So that's, and then if it's a missile, then it's gonna come down and hit somewhere. It got to come down at some point. So somebody somewhere else would have reported seeing something blow up somewhere. You know what I mean? So that makes me think it probably was a chariot that was moving really fast right above them, because those chariots is here, which is just more proof that our salvation draws near. It's coming. It's coming. I know that it seemed like it tarries, but it's coming. So you just gotta keep the faith, man. It's gonna be some amazing things that's finna start happening, man. I could feel it in the spirit. But I'm gonna say salvation to the elect, shalom.